Hi everyone. This is the first card from the 1992-93 Topps Archives that I'm adding to my collection. This is card number 6, Brad Daugherty, but it's also the sixth card in the subset that they call number 1 draft picks. So 1992-93 Topps Archives, number 6. You know, the 1992-93 Topps cards, the regular set, they were so overproduced. So collectors, they tend to overlook those cards. But collectors also sometimes forget that there was another 1992-93 Topps set. And that's this Topps Archives. And I think this was a really neat idea for a set of cards. I really do. As you probably recall, there was this long period of time when Topps was basically the only card in the hobby. But after their 13th consecutive basketball set, that was 1981-82 Topps, they disappeared from the hobby until 1992-93. It's a long time for them to be gone. Also, that 81-82 set, that was weird. Cards 67 to 110 were actually different depending on where the cards were distributed, what region. So you would actually, that's right, you would actually have different cards, 67 to 110, depending if it was the East, the Midwest, or the West. But okay, back to the point, back to the Topps Archives. So there was this huge gap where Topps was gone from the basketball card hobby for 10 seasons. So here come the 1992-93 Topps Archives cards, and their goal was to fill in this gap. So the set begins with a subset of 11 cards showing the number 1 draft pick for each of those years, each of the missing years, 1981 to 1991, 81 to 91. So this Brad Daugherty card, being card number 6, it's predictable, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86. So this, from that subset, is the first draft pick from 1986. See, we're just covering those missing years of Topps. After these 11 cards, though, the set continues on with what would have been the rookie cards from first in 1982-83 Topps. Okay, then it moves to 1983-84 Topps. And it continues moving through all of the missing years. Now, I don't think it needs to be said, but these aren't considered actual rookie cards of the players. You all know that. These are just an imagining of what could have been had Topps been around. As you move through the missing years, the cards rotate in design based on the baseball card designs from those years. Now, some argue that this is lazy on the part of Topps, because during that time, if you look at any given missing season, Topps didn't repeat designs in different sports. So in other words, like take 1984-85 Topps. So the baseball design, the hockey cards, they were different designs. So the basketball cards wouldn't have shared the same design. Topps would have done something different. Now, okay, I understand that argument, but for those of us who weren't as involved with the other sports cards, it's just not as noticeable. And this is still a really cool idea and a really neat set. Now, what I think is more important here, and this is not often mentioned with Topps Archives, the images on the cards are from the player's actual rookie year. So Topps really did dig through some archives to get these photos. The design is often mentioned when you talk about the set, read about the set. But the photos themselves, right from that rookie year, Great idea. Great idea. Now, this Brad Daugherty photo, all right, it may not be the best, but some of the photos in the set, really good. Really neat cards. There were 10,000 cases of these produced. 24 boxes in each case. All right, so yeah, that's a lot of cards, but this is the early 90s. You know how many cards were printed in the early 90s sometimes. For the early 90s, this was limited production. 24 packs in each of those boxes, 14 cards a pack. In every pack, there was a Stadium Club membership card. So I remember looking through my collections growing up. I had like 8 or 9 of those Stadium Club membership cards. I had no idea where I got them. But I don't know, maybe it was some Topps Archives cards I opened. I'm sure they put them in everything. Okay, also the Topps Archives, there's a gold parallel set, but that wasn't found in packs. It was just a factory set that you could buy. Another thing on the back, going back to this subset, the #1 draft picks, the back of these cards is actually a list of the first round draft selections. This is neat. This is neat. 1986 draft, okay? Arvydas Sabonis. Now, 1986 draft. A lot of you might be thinking right now, wait a minute, wasn't that the mid-90s? Didn't he play in the mid-90s? I'm not going to go into it in this video. Look that up on Wikipedia or something. Neat story if you don't already know it. But yeah, that's just, I don't know. I think that's neat on this card. So here it is. This is the first Topps Archives card that we're adding to the collection. Really appreciate you watching. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.